So week 3, it was cold and windy again. The stage, it was 10 steel plates, 5 on the right side of a barricade, 5 on the left side of a barricade. You had to engage the 5 on the right from the right side, engage the 5 on the left from the left side. And then when you go from right to left or left to right, you need to do a mandatory magazine change. So even if you just change magazines and you have your guns gassed up, full of bullets, when you transition from left to right or right to left behind the barricade, you have to do a mag change. So minimum of 10 hits on each side if you don't miss. You got to be 2 rounds on each steel plate. So with the 1911, we have 11 in the gun. So it doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room there. It does give you a little bit if you have an issue, but you might do a reload, just have to do another reload when you transition. So the match director wanted to do some, strong hand only, weak hand only, but it was so windy and it was just sucking the heat right out of you. It's just nice and cold, and that affects your mental focus. So he decided just to shoot it normal, freestyle, however you want to, whatever's easier, just to not make it any harder than it had to be. That wind just sucks the heat right out of you. I'd sooner it be 20 below and calm than 14 above and blowing. Almost any day of the week. If I had to work in it and my truck starts, I would sooner it be cold and calm than warmer and windy. We got to the range a little early, so we were out there testing some hand loads, me and Micah. So we got a little on the cold side. Unfortunately, it didn't catch up to me this time, but it did catch up to him. When he was loading up his pistol, he didn't charge the chamber and then put a full mag in. So he only started with 10 rounds, and that bit him in the butt. But yeah, check it out. Oh, one more thing, the time change. So we just had the time change before this league, and I think we're gaining somewhere around 5 minutes a day, somewhere in there. So it's just barely hanging on. You can see some light in the sky. Next week and the weeks after, you'll start to see it just get bright out. Our time slot is between 8 and 9 o'clock p.m. So that's when we're shooting, and you'll get to see as we get farther into the spring that it's going to be nice and bright out. So I love the Alaska summer.
Stand by. Now you're ready. Stand by. $13.58. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.